Inside, inside myself, there is a world of prisons and open vistas, mountain ranges, fetid slums, oceans like undulating slate, rivers growing brown and thick as they inch through farms and valleys. Everything moves in this inner world just as everything moves in the so-called objective world. The stuff of reality flickers on a screen, and I react by chewing the popcorn of my anxieties or slurping down my soda laced with hope. Inside becomes a lonely place only when I install my walls, my brick walls, my stone walls, my concrete walls topped with concertina wire and swept by the cold blue stare of the spotlight. My world becomes a maze, an impossible chain of alleys leading nowhere but themselves. Twilight almost drowns me. The moon and stars go on strike. My matches are wet. My phone battery is dead. I feel my way along the walls with my fingertips, stepping gingerly down the slick cobblestones. Nothing else moves for days, weeks, even years on end. All I have is blackness, the damp smell of the stoic wall so close to my face, the chuckle of water splashing on stone in distant precincts of the soul. I move so carefully, I almost convince myself each step is a genuine act of faith. I emerge nowhere special. A grassy space beneath a bridge abutment, a crowded street in an anonymous town, a field so empty and barren its location cannot be guessed. I breathe. The world is back. I become its student.
Mm-hmm. These inner walls today are asking to be scaled by mercy for self on this solstice day, this shortest spurt of sunlight walled in by the longest nights of nights, feeling the sun not quite strong enough, not quite high enough, not quite willing enough to pierce this wall of inertia around the day with its fogginess of mind and spirit, fuzziness of resolve. But anchored somewhere deep is determination to let this momentary drift be okay today, and let go the idea that my ship threatens to wreck on the boulders where past regrets and concerns for future come crashing at high tide. I place my hand on this chest wall of, I place my hand on this chest wall of body. Easy now, steady this ship. Feel this breath and this heartbeat within. Feel this gratitude that I can let the stormy high seas subside. Notice these birds in the trees and this loving breeze and the mundane at-home putterings of families, mine and neighbors. And that is all. Breathe deeply into the breathing and the mighty strength of trusting, and accept the blessed balancing chastening, and witness what rises out of sea foam trailing the crest of crash, and what was always there was nothing but this moment. This now does not need to be pressured to preen or backstand and perform exciting tricks like any of my once upon a time collection of nows did. Let go this addiction to excitement that spurs all the inward calculations of crash and burn and rising from the cinders in a reckless and ruthless gamble that robs inner peace. The spark of life that animates everything under the sun will again increase and move me past these walls, and this shroud of thought patterns will again and again reveal themselves to be nothing but a bluff. Remove the walls, and only the truth remains.
The temperature is rising. My hands are feeling the heat. What thread should I hold on to now? Will the story get all knotted up if I tug? The spinning wheel is whirring round with its familiar hum of momentum, while the fibers in my hand are being twined together. The fire flickers to my right, and the sparks are rising. The ripples of the wave do unfold into a downward pattern too, though drawn by gravity embracing the force of momentum. My hands skim over the water like a rock skipping into the tide, just the surface first, then the depth. Again this heat, the reflection of my face in the glass of the wood burner, an orange glow. I turn my head. What do I see? The edges of reality crumble, lose their definition, and I ponder whether the concept of reality has been a stubborn program of propaganda through the ages, of people hoping to feel correct. Well, I don't need to feel correct, but that too is a way to choose and just a part of the many patterns in this great design. The edge of a crystal present themselves to me now, deftly purveying their intricate shape, drawn into the variations of surface. I dive back in, something to hold on to, a pebble or a teddy or a moment, an idea or a hand, something which inspires me to stand still a while. The edges of my thinking are hewn like the edges of the crystal. But beyond that space, possibility, wonder, the inner thinking becomes the outer thinking. Am I obliged to prove my reasoning to someone? No, actually not. As long as my moves are gentle, in rhythm with the sand, shifting underfoot, providing enough softness for change, and enough sureness to keep myself and others standing, gazing at the sea which keeps rolling in, the known and unknown tide.
Not weighing the present against my past. Not dragging the past into my present. Things are new now. I have changed. My inner narrative is shifting, yet there's moments, especially when I get passionate, my excitement stirred, that those old stories are dragging me along old pathways of desperation, lack, victimhood. Hijacked to stay confined within the walls I'm so desperate to leave, yet so accustomed to the comfort of familiarity they offer. Look up at this wall right in front of you. Feel the intimidation to keep you submitted. Step back enough, though, and take another look. Let your eyes gaze across the vast open space, all yours to explore. But stepping out, you must. I'm keen to be out in the open, but now a fear hijacking my enthusiasm at a most sensitive time. I'll get shot in the back by a dart fired by a guard sitting on my wall. Who have I left behind to betray me like that? Can I befriend and recruit them to become my ally, to watch out for me instead of attack? Friendly fire, wounded, out of my own ranks. What's hidden inside my heart that is causing me such harm? How many pasts do I have? Which part of my past am I referring to? Which version of me am I comparing myself to? And if, during all of my past, I was all of myself and it was me all along, can't my current present become my new past for the future? I tried to merge all of my past, all different stages, into one huge, universally true pie and steer my progress all along with it. If my now is different, there will have been moments in my past that have shaped it and put me on this new trajectory. My new present will have started somewhere in the past. Don't let my older past erase those newer past developments. Let me slice up my past, process the older, and feed on the newer to further my progress.